Hey, if you can't dazzle them with brilliance,
baffle them with bull. Hey guys, welcome back to Baffled by Bull. This is your host, Zach, sitting across from our other great host.
it's Arnold. It's Xavier. What's up, everybody?
It's Arnold.
It's Arnold.
Welcome, Arnold.
Ooh, ow.
We have a great topic here for you tonight. I think you're going to love it.
I think it's going to be awesome.
I think it's going to be huge. It's going to be great.
Is that the president? Mr. President, I didn't know that you
It's
were
huge.
here.
It's going to be great. We got a great people. We got all our best people on it. Tonight's topic, superheroes. Was that funny?
That was funny.
Superhero. Give me an Arnold superhero.
Superheroes.
Okay.
I can't. I'm terrible at Arnold. I shouldn't have done Arnold.
So here at Baffled by Bull, we are excited to say we are bringing to you tonight episode number 8.
Number 8. I can't believe we've made it to number 8.
Can we count to 8 in Spanish? Uno,
Dos.
tres,
Cuatro.
cinco,
Seis.
siete,
Ocho.
ocho.
No. Did we skip one?
No, we got it. You
Uno,
get
dos.
it.
Let's do it. Let's do it in German. You ready? Eins.
You got that all by yourself, dude. Go ahead, Arnold.
Zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht.
Wow.
wow.
I can't believe you actually knew that.
We weren't. I can count to 10.
In 3 languages.
Ich bin eine Frau.
You're confusing me now. Let's
confu-
stick to the superheroes.
If you knew what I just said, I'm the
Something
confused
about
one.
bending your brow.
It says I'm a woman.
If you got it, flaunt it. So also on the docket tonight, I'm bringing in a phone guest, Mr. Nick Bush, who I work with. This guy is a huge comic book. I don't know if he's a fanatic or not, but he loved the idea of the topic tonight, and he wants to be on. So we're going to be bringing him on here in just a minute.
And I'm very excited. I've never actually met Nick before. I've heard a lot about Nick. Very good things. And I'm excited to have him on. Do you want to call him right now, or should we get a little
Let's call him now. Get him dialed up.
Okay, I'm pulling up my phone.
He is aware that we're calling.
That is the correct number, I believe.
Yeah, if not, we're going to have a better show.
Let's see how it goes. Here, I'm gonna give you my phone. We're gonna put him on speaker. Make sure you face the phone properly towards the mic.
Yellow.
Hey, Nick, Zach, and Xavier calling you from Baffled by Bull. You are on live.
What's up, Nick?
Hey, Bog. Hey, Zach. How y'all doing?
We're doing good, man. We just introduced our show for tonight, Superheroes. It's going to be huge.
Yes.
Are you excited?
Yes.
All right. So
Put that cookie down now.
y'all haven't met, by the way. Xavier, this is Nick. Nick, this is Xavier.
What's going on, Nick?
Hello, Xavier.
I've heard good things about you, my friend.
Don't believe them. They're all lies.
That's what I figured.
You should believe him. He's a good guy. All right. So I think we were going to start the topic off with our favorites. So you being the guest, I think it's only right that you go first. Tell us about your favorite superhero, Nick.
Batman. There's no question about it.
Any particular level, or I guess
reason? What's the reasoning?
There's 2 things that he has done. The first off is he's part of the Justice League, and there are so many superheroes that are a part of the Justice League, and he has a contingency plan. And what that plan is he knows everybody's weaknesses, and he can take down anybody with the right amount of planning. Batman isn't superpowered. He's just a regular guy, just has a lot of money.
And he's pretty smart, if I'm not mistaken.
Say again?
He's pretty smart, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's an intellectual genius. He's probably in the top 10 behind Luthor and Superman and Martian Manhunter in intelligence.
Now, I have a question. In the movies, Who is your favorite Batman?
Ooh, that's bad.
Come on, you got this.
I grew up with Keaton, with Michael Keaton.
I got to agree with that. I think Michael Keaton's probably my favorite.
I actually had this discussion at work earlier.
He would be my favorite Batman. My favorite Bruce Wayne was Christian Bale.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I could see that too. That was a good answer.
And fuck Ben Affleck.
Oh, come on, man. You know, somebody said that he was going to be, I'm like, oh, that's going to be a terrible idea. He's going to be fucking shitty, and I'm going to hate it. And you know what? He was actually surprising. I'm not saying that he's my favorite, but I think that he wasn't terrible.
I got to be honest here. I can't really comment on that because I haven't seen it.
I'm not going to say he was terrible, because he wasn't, because Val Kilmer and George Clooney were even worse. but
Oh, come on. You didn't like old Clooney?
No. I'd rather have my nuts caught in somebody else's zipper.
What's the one that couldn't turn his neck, so he had to, like, turn his whole body? Was that Keaton?
Keaton and Clooney.
Ouch. Hi, Hitler.
Easy, buddy.
I know. I went a little far on that one. I'm sorry.
It was a little too far.
All right, Xavier, your favorite superhero.
Why do I gotta go first?
I'll go first. That's fine. You got to excuse him. He's a little bitchy sometimes.
Oh, I am bitchy.
That's all right. He's one of your, 83 brothers? I understand.
I'm 9 brothers and 4 sisters.
The best one, Nick. The best one.
Do you buy that bullshit?
No, the baby's always the best one.
I am the baby.
No, Abigail is the baby.
Well, I'm talking about out of the boys.
She can't do no wrong, and don't you forget it.
He is the baby boy. You're right. He is. He's not.
He said the baby boy is still a middle child.
He may be one of the favorites. He's not the favorite. You need to meet Forrest.
You see, this is my theory with our family. It's kind of like a spectrum of middle children. So, like, the deeper you go towards the middle, that's like the quintessential middle child. Like, I might have a little bit of middle child syndrome, but if you go to, like, Simon and Josh, they're
You're not number 9. I'm about as middle as you can get. Anyway, we're off topic.
Welcome
back.
Welcome back, everybody.
All right, I'll go then if you don't want to go. I think my favorite is Underdog.
Underdog.
Boo!
Yes, Underdog.
You're just picking one out to be special. Boo!
Oh, you know what? Sue me.
What? Okay, well, let's
change my answer to Hong Kong Phooey.
What about Samurai Jack?
I could have gone with Crypto Dog.
Well, what's my reasoning behind Underdog, or your reasoning behind Underdog, I should say?
He's the underdog. He's always there to help no matter what. He cares about everybody, and he does right because he's supposed to.
Gotcha.
You can't argue with Zach on that. Horrible choice, but good reasoning.
Thank you. I'm glad I could give you a mediocre answer.
That is the definition of Zach.
What was the word yesterday? Or statement? Subpar?
Subpar.
That was a subpar answer.
Okay, are you ready for mine? Okay, so there's a probably not many people know about this superhero movie. It's a little hipster of me, but it's called Watchmen, and it's a fantastic movie. It's probably like 5 hours long, and there's a character, and his name is Dr. Manhattan, and he is the fucking shit.
That's a superhero?
The only problem with him is you have to see his dong when you see him, because he's like totally nude.
That's your favorite part of the movie, isn't it? Everybody went quiet. Nick, have you heard of that?
The Watchmen? Fuck yeah. Alan Moore, one of the greatest graphic novels ever written. Fuck yeah.
So you're in agreement. Okay, I haven't seen it, so I can't really comment.
I love the story, and it's darker than any other fucking superhero movie ever. I love it.
Fucking Rorschach. I mean, come on.
Oh, my favorite line of the entire movie. He's like, "I'm not locked here with you. You're locked in here with me." And he's in the prison.
I'm gonna have to check this out. All right. Well, let's.
In my bedroom, right next to the Holy Bible, is a copy. Is the graphic novel Watchmen. I can tell you that because my wife didn't want my stepdaughters getting their hands on it because you saw the blue guy's dick, and it's still sitting there in my bedroom on the bookshelf. I'll bring it to you tomorrow, Zach.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
I'll definitely give it a shot.
I may have to borrow that, Nick, because I've never seen the graphic novel. I've only seen the movie.
Tell the truth. You just want to see the blue dick again.
I already have pictures.
Horrible compared to the graphic novel.
I feel like we may have talked about that at work at some point.
We probably have. We did when the trailer came out for The Watchmen on HBO.
Maybe so. Okay. Let's move into. I think this is where Nick's going to explode here to amaze you guys. Least favorite superhero.
Ooh.
You want me to go? I've got one picked out.
You go ahead and go because mine's gonna take time.
I'm going to say Superman.
I'm almost in agreement with you.
I think he's overrated.
He's
I
boring.
really do.
He's boring.
He can fly. He's strong. He's got a cape. Oh, by the way, he can be
boring until I read The Red Sun, where it's an alternative universe where Superman, instead of crashing in Kansas, crashes in Russia. Until I read that comic, and of course, the Injustice came out. He was the Boy Scout, always did good, and it really pissed me off. But he's probably in my top 10 least favorite.
Okay.
But when Red Sun came out, and anybody who's listening to this who has read Red Sun or wants to go read it. It's a great little graphic novel. It really shows you how badass he can be.
Okay, I'll have to check it out. Red Sun?
Red Sun.
All right. Xavier, you got a least favorite in mind?
I got to think about this. This is very difficult for me.
How is this difficult? We knew we were going to be doing this.
I don't know. I didn't think about the least favorite one.
By the way, Nick, just get used to me busting his balls. I'm always doing that.
He can try to bust my balls.
He's the baby boy. He deserves it.
Yeah,
You're right.
But the thing is, he can't bust my balls. All the older brothers try to bust my balls, but they can't do it.
They can dish it out, but they can't take it.
Exactly.
All
right, so I'll go with my least favorite superhero.
All right.
And this is only because he's a whiny little bitch. Because he's the leader of the X-Men. And he always dies. Cyclops.
He is a loser.
His power is his face stores energy. That's his one power. Other than that, it's, Wolverine's banging Jean Grey. Oh, this person's doing that, and I can't keep everybody together. Oh, Charles Xavier died on my watch. He's a little whiner.
I love that. His power is his face stores energy.
That's it.
All right. I didn't see that coming, but I'll take it.
I can see that. You know who I find very whiny, and this might be my least favorite superhero? I really liked him initially. Captain America.
Captain America.
He got.
See, now, are you talking about the movie Captain
the movie Captain America, of course. I never really got big into comic books. I've only seen the movies, so.
Okay, in the movies, Iron Man, I think everybody on this podcast right now and everybody listening can admit their eyes at least watered up. When he died.
A little bit.
I had my wife in the middle of the theater goes, Nicholas Bush is crying? Yeah, everybody got choked up.
It was raining.
Now, are you talking about the last Marvel movie? What was it, Endgame?
Endgame.
I haven't seen Endgame.
Oh, by the way, spoiler alert. I fucked up on that one.
Oh, well.
It's all right.
He knew what the topic was today.
I know that basically everybody dies.
But in the movies, every time Captain America would be he was the Superman. He was keeping order. Every time he would do that, and then all of a sudden he would do something where you're like, that's one bad motherfucker.
Yeah, he had some moments in that movie. Well, series, if you will.
Yeah, the elevator fight is still one of my favorite fight scenes of all of Marvel.
I'll have to go back and watch that.
Oh,
I think it was Winter Soldier.
I kind of want to change my answer for my favorite superhero now.
Okay.
I think we'll let it go ahead.
I just thought about it. Star-Lord. I am Star-Lord.
Oh, Nick, I gotta bring you a picture of Xavier. He is a spitting image of Chris Pratt.
Fat Chris Pratt?
Fat
Chris Pratt?
He's fat Chris Pratt.
Okay, so he's Parks and Rec, not...
Yes, very much so.
But I have the possibility of being Star-Lord.
Well, I think at this point, all of us would have a chance to.
Yes, you are right. All right, let's move on. We got on the board here. We got a few topics we're going to go by. I think you're gonna like this next one. So I wrote up on the board made up superheroes, and Xavier wrote 3 powers. So what's your best 3-powered combination superhero?
The regeneration of Deadpool. the flight of Superman and the fighting skills of Batman.
Okay. And do you have a superhero name for that?
Bad motherfucker.
I knew you were going to go. You stole the name. That's all I'm going to say. If I got to go with 3 powers, I'm going to go with, I would say Superman's strength, Underdog's kindness, and I don't know. That's not...
Did you just go with kindness?
Kindness.
How is that a superpower?
Dude.
Empathy is not a fucking superpower. That's just like saying, "Oh, I'm hungry." It's a superpower.
Hold on. We got a special thing about to happen on the podcast here. Strain. All right. I'll take that back. Not kindness. So we'll go with. But I really like Iron Man's suit. Like that's real. I would say Iron Man's suit.
I don't know if that's a superpower because he's the one that built it. So you need
he's a superhero.
But hold on, it was his engineering mind that built it, which could be considered a superpower.
You could use that instead of the suit itself.
Okay. So I want Iron Man, Tony Stark's mind. I want Superman's ability to fly, and then I want, I don't know, what would this? The world is your oyster. Well, what else do you pick there? I mean, you can fly, and I guess his strength. So you got strength, you can fly, and you got unbeatable thought.
All right, so in other words, you want to be Superman, your least favorite superhero. Zach, I've told you this before. Stop self-hating yourself.
I know. I need to see somebody about that.
You've become what you hate most.
I just made full circle. All right. Who's next?
All right, you ready for mine? All right. So I definitely want the mind of, maybe not Tony Stark, but what's the magic guy? I can't think of it. Benedict Cumberbatch plays him.
Oh, Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange, the mind of Doctor Strange.
I didn't even think of it.
Because he's super smart. And then...
What about the cape he's got?
No, I don't need the cape. I want the ability to fly like Superman. Or actually, you know what? I lie. I don't want the ability to fly. Let me come back to that. What was the other thing I wanted? I wanted that. I want the ability to teleport wherever I want. Because you can fly, but how fast can you fly? I can teleport 2 feet, or I can teleport across the world in a second.
What was the name of the movie with
Jumper?
Was it? Yeah, Jumper. That was it.
That was a great
Okay,
movie.
well, let's make fun of your brother for a minute, Zach.
I like where you're going with this.
I would like to see you try, Nick.
All right, Bug. Let me ask you a question.
You asked for it.
Have you ever stubbed your toe?
Sure.
It hurts like a bitch, doesn't it?
Sure.
Imagine you teleport into a tree, but it isn't your body that's in the tree, it's just your cock.
But this
I want you to think this
He's
through.
just been dick checked.
But on the same thing, you might have the capability to fly, but do you have the super fine reflexes to stop yourself from running your dick into a tree?
What I do on my own time is my own business.
Then don't you question my choices for superpowers, Nick.
Well, no, I'm just saying because I had to say something to Zach about his superpower of kindness.
And I'm trying to...
you know what? I don't care what people think. I like the underdog.
And just for the record, both of y'all are biters because y'all took my flight of Superman. I'm just saying.
We're biters?
Yeah, you're posers, you're copycats.
Okay, I'll take it.
Sure.
I'm going to be using slang that's a little too old for you, Zach.
Yeah, you're much older than we are.
I'm 5 years older than you, Zach.
Oh, so you remember when they invented electricity?
Say again?
You still have that abacus?
Yes, actually, I can count on abacus like a motherfucker.
Is that your superpower?
Oh,
my superpower is being able to annoy my wife in one word and use a fucking abacus.
Oh, also, my last superpower would be invisibility.
Well, of course. I mean, if you have your wanker stuck in a tree, you don't want people to see it.
You wouldn't want people to see it, exactly.
If your dick's stuck in the woods, is anybody around to see it?
All right. Next topic here, and I don't have a lot to add on this one, but I bet you Nick will be able to fill in some time with it. DC or Marvel Comics?
Oh, why? Why? Now you say DC or Marvel Comics.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Back up.
Wait.
DC or Marvel superheroes?
Oh, okay. DC or Marvel superheroes? Fuck me running.
He's got like 40 different ideas running all in a circle above his head.
Okay. I'm not going to take the pussy way out, and I'm not just going to say DC. I'm not just going to say Marvel. I'm going to say this.
Here we go.
The best version of the best superheroes
Drumroll.
is DC because they have the best version of those superheroes. Minus the Joker and minus Darkseid, the best supervillains are in Marvel.
Okay, so DC for the superheroes, Marvel for the villains.
For the villain, and one name to rule them all, Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is the bad guy that becomes friends with everybody, and everybody's happy, and he's helping them, and then all of a sudden you have a sword sticking out the side of your throat.
That's a mean mother.
You don't have that unpredictability in DC. You know who your bad guys are.
Okay.
In Marvel, you don't know shit. Captain America doing the Hail Hydra storyline where he was a sleeper agent for Hydra for 16 years. You don't have that in DC.
I could understand that. That was pretty in depth answer.
You know what? I think I'm just gonna go with DC because we just watched the Joker movie and it was fantastic.
You know what? I don't know if I based my whole answer off of it, but the Joker was fucking incredible.
But I like how dark it is. But, honestly, I think my favorite movie is Watchmen. But if I had to choose, I think it would have to be DC.
Well, Watchmen is now a part of DC.
There we go.
And I can see where you're coming from with that. And if you're just talking movies, and I've read a lot of comics. If you're just talking movies, Marvel.
Gotcha.
Because the DC, there's only, 2 good DC movies? And then the rest of them are kind of shit. And that's The Dark Knight and Joker.
You agree with that?
I disagree with that.
I knew it. I saw it in his face. Come on, let it out.
Name another good DC movie.
Well, you know what? This is subjective. Because you have much more information because you're basing all your data off the comics. I've only seen the movies.
Okay.
I actually enjoyed Man of Steel and Superman versus Batman.
Okay, did you enjoy Superman versus Batman more than you enjoyed Winter Soldier?
Yes.
Ooh. Zach, your brother has no taste.
Zach, can you mute the phone for a second? Your coworker has no taste.
Oh shit! I couldn't.
I'm just a dick, and that's just how I feel about it.
I feel like y'all are going to be good friends. All right, what's next?
Is it your turn or no?
Let's see. Well,
hold on, Zach never answered.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was DC or Marvel.
I think only because I'm not a huge comic book buff, but I've seen a lot of the Marvel movies, and I think I have to go with Marvel.
Have you seen any of the DC movies besides Joker?
Spider-Man?
That's Marvel.
Like I said, I don't know. I don't know a lot about DC. I've mainly been around Marvel the last 10 years.
We're going to have to start watching comic movies.
We will. That's kind of the part of bringing up this topic so we could learn some stuff. I knew Nick is an endless database on this. this kind of stuff. He's really good. What are you pointing at?
Hold the phone closer to the microphone. Do you want me to say it out on the podcast?
Yes, that's what I want. There you go.
Nobody's going to be able to hear Nick.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I think people can hear him. I've been holding it up. We did kind of talk about villains, but he's got villains, best, and worst. I think the worst. I think my worst has just changed.
I feel like Nick has covered the best villain for his side, anyway.
No, I haven't.
No, you just said Doctor Doom, but I guess you said between DC and
different
Marvel.
Different topic. That's supervillain. I love Doom. I really do. But Galactus is is the best supervillain because even in defeat, he still wants to watch everything burn. And before anybody starts bitching, well, Nick, the Joker's your favorite bad guy. The Joker's not a villain. The Joker, in his brain, in his mind, is doing what's best for the world, just like Thanos.
I was about to ask you about Thanos.
Thanos, in his mind, when he snapped, he was saving humanity. That's not a villainous act. When you have mental instability and your brain is telling you, well, those people are alive, they should be dead because they shouldn't be here, I can't call that person a villain. I can call Galactus a villain because he's the destroyer of worlds.
I get your point. I see my what I was gonna say is my favorite hero is also my favorite villain because he actually becomes the villain, well, the bad guy in the end of the movie. Because the entire world comes to hate him, but because of him, the world becomes a better place. Well, and because he's the enemy. It just got really quiet.
Yeah.
I can't argue with that thought process.
So what I was going to say, and we'll move it on. So my answer was going to be the Penguin. I think he's probably my worst supervillain. I just
your favorite or
no. I think he's my least favorite.
You don't like Danny DeVito?
No, not at all. I didn't enjoy that at all. One, it was creepy and then kind of boring, and I don't know, just a fat little thing running around causing trouble. It really wasn't interesting.
Fat little thing running around causing trouble.
That's it.
That's like me.
And then I think my best villain. I don't even know. There's so many. Like, I keep thinking of Spider-Man. What was the guy's name with the thing that was attached to his back?
Dr. Doc Ock.
Yeah, Doc Ock. It just keeps coming to mind. I'm thinking Doc Ock for my favorite. I thought that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. Good old Tobey Maguire. 30-year-old playing a teenager.
What was the chick's name in that movie?
Mary Jane.
Yeah, what was Mary Jane? Who's the actress?
Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst. Yeah, she was so smoking hot.
Yeah, she was alright.
Really? You gonna pull that card?
She was alright.
She's smoking hot. What's up next?
Let me see. Sidekicks.
Robin.
Right, that's really the only sidekick I know. No, what's his name? Barnacle Boy from SpongeBob.
Barnacle Boy.
It's funny. So my wife's getting her master's degree right now, and she had to write the best, I guess, like animated or musical artist that she could think of, and everybody else was being super serious. And then she wrote down SpongeBob for best musical artist.
I could see that.
He does have some great songs.
So before we started recording, I set up, I did a little Google search, and it gave me sort of a half-ass top 10 worst superheroes ever created or come up with. So I'm going to go through this, and then you guys can kind of tell me what you think about it. So
hold on, I'm going to say it right now. I'm calling Calendar Man or Toy Master to be two of them.
No, you'd be wrong on this list.
Oh, shit.
So I'm at number 10. Here we go. The Red Bee.
Never even heard of him.
I haven't heard of almost any of these, except for one.
Do you happen to know happen to know who their superhero is?
This is the superhero.
Oh, or is that the sidekick?
No, it's a superhero.
Oh.
I'm going back into superheroes.
What is this? Top 10 superheroes?
Top 10 worst superheroes list. And this isn't, I couldn't really find a particular website or published. It was just sort of a Google search and what popped up. So
is Batman on there?
I'm not fact checking this. It's probably bullshit. No, I haven't heard of almost any of these. Nick's probably heard of more of them than we have. Number 9, Arm Fall Off Boy. Anybody? No?
I don't even know that one.
Nick's shaking his head. Number 8, Skate Man.
Skate
Man. Number 7, Razorback.
Is he from?
Is that the one with the fucking like a boar's head or?
Yeah. He was in like an Aquaman looking kind of suit with a boar's head. I think he was in a.
Is he
Superman.
from Arkansas?
He might be. All right, number 6. This one kind of I scratched my head. Color Kid.
That sounds a little racist.
It's like he was wearing a shirt with like a rainbow on it.
I think he was like maybe DC Comics. Maybe he fought against, because that was Silver Age. I mean, that was like the 80s where comics were like really fucked up.
Yeah, well, he made the top 10 worst. Number 5 was Squirrel Girl.
Okay, fuck this list. Squirrel Girl beat Thanos.
Really?
I love Squirrel Girl.
Can you give us a short summary of that?
She beat Thanos. Fuck this list.
Well, hold on. I got 4 more.
Wait, before give us like a 2-sentence summary of how she beat Thanos.
She used squirrels to beat Thanos.
She used squirrels to beat Thanos.
That was fucking badass.
Have you seen Thanos?
Dude, she used squirrels to beat Thanos. It was fucking awesome.
I think Squirrel Girl might be my favorite hero now.
Was this his cartoon?
No, it was in the comics. Oh, shit. You know something? I may even have the comic. I'm going to go through my boards tonight. I'm going to see if I have the comic.
And you know what? I've actually
find it online.
I've actually heard of Squirrel Girl before.
Never heard of Squirrel Girl. All right. Number 4, Mannequin.
I don't know who Mannequin is.
Is that Alpha Flight?
I have no idea. I don't really know much about the list, to be honest. Number 3, I've heard of it. Crypto Superdog.
Yeah, Superman's bitch.
Yeah. Sort of like the opposite of Hellhound for Superman. Superdog. Yeah. Number 2, Leather Boy.
Fuck yeah.
As in like, fuck yeah, that should be on the list, or like...
it should be on the list. But
fuck yeah.
Okay, so the Avengers, there are multiple versions of the Avengers. There's like the Avengers, the West Coast Avengers, there's an Avengers in Britain. There was a group called the Great Lake Avengers. And of course, they were at Great Lakes, half Michigan. Those stories were so fucked up, it was so great.
I don't believe I've heard of any of that.
Like one of the bonded superheroes.
Uns das Leather Boy. Who is your daddy and what does he do?
All right, and the number 1 on this top 10 list is Doorman.
Okay, I think he was a teleporter, and I think he was a part of... He might have been a part of the West Coast Avengers.
How many Avengers are there?
Ones that was over in California, because we don't really pay attention to them anyway.
The West Coast Avengers.
All right, I think we're going to move into... you want to do Bowl or Not?
We could do Bowl or Not. Now, I think Nick needs to be quiet while we do this, because he could totally call bullshit on both of us.
I think so. Nick, do you have some facts or some not truths that you can come together with two bowler knots to try to... All right, go ahead and explain it.
Have you listened to the show before, Nick?
Yes.
Okay, so you know what bowler knot is. We try to bullshit each other and see if we're either it's a fact or it's a piece of fiction. Or a piece of bullshit, rather.
All right.
So you either need to come up with a fact or a piece of bullshit to try to fool us.
Or two facts or two bullshits. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Just come up with two things, two statements or two pieces of information that may or may not be true. So
you're trying to make the other person look like an asshole.
Is that our point in doing that? Holy shit.
Did I just give you
already look like an asshole.
I got two of them for you.
All right, we'll let Nick go first on this one.
You want to do like a round table, Nick, Zach, me, and then we'll do it twice?
Yeah, go ahead. Do one, Nick, and then Xavier will do the next bull or not, and so on. So forth.
Okay. So I give you two statements. One of them is true and one of them is not true.
So, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. Superheroes. One of Superman's powers is the ability to kiss somebody, and when he kisses them, he can wipe out their memory.
Oh, shit.
Or Wolverine was once killed with a bowling ball.
I would say false on the first one, or bullshit on the first one, and the second one is true.
All right, you ready for my answer? The first one is absolutely true, but the second one is bullshit because Wolverine can't die. I don't think, anyway.
All right, are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, how do you know the first one is true?
Just because the second one was bullshit.
Well, I figured seeing as y'all were movie guys, in Superman, I think it was 2, Clark Kent kisses Lois Lane to take away his secret identity.
I missed that.
Know who he is.
I didn't know that
Totally
happened.
went over my head. Holy shit.
And Wolverine can only be killed by a certain blade that has a part of his soul infused into it.
I knew there was some crazy way he could die, but he survived an atomic bomb going off, so I figured he'd be okay by a bowling ball.
Learn something new every day.
Learn something new every day.
Yep. You want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go next. All right, Nick's totally gonna know this one. So,
yeah, Nick, try to stay quiet during ours because I feel like you could totally.
Well, actually, if you don't know it, just tell me and you can guess. So, my first one is the first recorded superhero was in 1934. Okay, picture 1934. What's going on in the world? There's not a lot of information out there. Not a lot of comics. First superhero went by the name of Mandrake the Magician. Which, in 1934, it was 2 years before Superman debuted.
I'm going to say true. It's oddly specific.
Nick, do you know the answer to that one?
I'll be honest with you, I thought that the first superhero was the Phantom, but I think that was in 1936-ish.
So I'll just go ahead and tell you, it's true.
I told you.
He got it.
I told you. Wah, wah, wah.
So Mandrake the Magician.
All right. Are you ready for mine?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so this one's about Zach's favorite and least favorite superhero, Superman. So everybody knows that Superman's nickname is Man of Steel. But Superman's original nickname was supposed to be Man of Diamond instead of Steel because Diamond is actually stronger than Steel. True or not?
Man of Diamond. Nick, do
But
you
they
know the real
didn't
answer?
do it because it sounded stupid.
I think I do know the real answer, and do you want me to give you my guess?
In 1 second, yeah. I'm gonna call bullshit on that because it just doesn't sound good. Man of Diamond.
Well, that's why they changed it. Is that your answer?
I'm gonna say bull.
Nick?
I'm gonna say bullshit too, because in the 30s they were more worried about getting food than buying diamonds. So I'm gonna say bullshit on that too.
It was bullshit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, wah, 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 wah. Awesome. All right, Nick, you got. Well, you did two. Do you have another one?
Y'all go do your another round. I'll get another good one for y'all. I understand the game now.
All right. Well, let's go to Zach then.
All right. Let's see. I got a little list here. I wrote down a couple of them. There was, in fact, a superhero by the name of Fork Man. 1947.
Was he to help the steel industry? Like Man of Steel?
I don't know the whole story.
Bullshit.
I've never heard of Forkman.
Bullshit. Call him bullshit.
Bullshit.
It's bullshit. You know what? I was going to do Fishman, and then right before I sat down, I said, I better Google that because I'd never heard of it. There was something called D's Comics.
He's nuts.
They actually produced a cartoon with a guy named Fishman. I don't know the whole story. Apparently, he was Canadian.
Canada.
He liked to give hugs.
The 51st state.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be tremendous. All right. So you ready for mine?
Let's go.
All right. Spider-Man. Everybody loves Spider-Man. He was going to be my second favorite.
Peter Parker.
He was going to actually be my second, or my backup favorite superhero. All right. So Spider-Man was actually supposed to be Spider-Woman because of the feminine nature of spiders. This can be seen in other characters such as Charlotte's Web. They changed it due to the lack of interest in comic books by younger girls and women. Bullshit or not?
Bullshit. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm going to say true.
It was total bullshit.
That's bullshit?
That was
made
bullshit.
It sound convincing.
That's what I try to do.
Should be a car salesman.
Why would you say it was bullshit, Nick?
Well, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby were not really known for, at that point in their careers, for making female superheroes. They were just, little girls played with dolls. They didn't read comic books.
This was exactly what I was just saying. It went along with your thought process. You just knew it was bullshit.
He knew it.
All right, are you ready, Nick? Do you have one?
All right, so I got two. So I'll give you the first one first. One of Batman's arch nemesis, the Condiment Man. He's also known as Mustard Man and the Condiment King.
It's his arch nemesis?
His arch nemesis. This is the person.
Whose arch nemesis?
This is the person that hates Batman more than anybody. The only way to defeat the Condiment King is to throw relish at him.
I'm calling bullshit because that doesn't even make sense because relish is a condiment.
I'm going to call bullshit on that as well because I consider relish to be a condiment. In fact, if you go to Costco, there's a little machine with relish in it with ice, and you turn the little knob and it puts relish on your hot dog. It's a condiment.
All right. Correct. Condiment King is not a superhero. He just has mustard and ketchup.
We can see through your lies, Nick.
We can smell the relish.
All right. Okay, here's the other one.
We'll relish in this moment.
Superman villain. Mr. Mixelpixelix.
I'm sorry.
One way to defeat the Nth from the ninth dimension.
What was his name again?
Mr. Mixelpixelix.
Can you say that 5 times fast?
Try to spell that motherfucker.
I'm good.
So, the only way to defeat Mr. Mixelpixelix is to get him to say his name backwards.
How do you say his name backwards?
Very carefully.
Can you perform it for us?
No, I cannot because I have a hard enough time saying insurance.
I'm going to say that's bullshit.
I'm going to say that's true.
That is very, very true.
Oh,
really? Wow.
I'm the man.
And you have to trick him to say his name backwards.
Let's spell that out. Google that. I want to know how you spell that.
I don't know.
Mr. Mixel Pixelix.
Mixel, like Mixel? Pixelix, P-I... I don't even...
My ex-Felix...
Holy crap. I feel like you need your German alter ego for this. Email!
No, that was Facebook Marketplace. That was our last episode. People messaging me. Love Facebook Marketplace. Let's see.
Mr. Mixel Pixelix.
Let me see if there's a pronunciation on it.
Mr. Mixel Pixelix.
I'm gonna see.
I know it starts with an MXY.
Let's see if I can find a pronunciation on it. It's MYXLPLYX.
Geez, they really wanted to sell a lot of that, didn't they? So anything else to add about?
I got it on YouTube. I don't know if I can play it. Let me see if I can look it up on my phone, my other phone, and I'm gonna see if I can play the pronunciation. So
Nick, who's Eddie's favorite superhero? You think?
It would either be Batman or Thor.
I didn't even think about Thor. That hammer thing's pretty cool.
Yeah, Eddie just likes to throw shit and hope it comes back.
Did you see?
Oh, and then he's got Natalie Portman. What?
Yes. Did you see that on YouTube they got these guys who have created a Thor hammer that works on magnets?
Oh, shit.
Like it's like a real hammer, and they put it down on a big metal like desk, and they push a button and the magnets come on, and it holds it to the desk. And they get people to come and try to pick it up, but they can't move it. And then they walk up and they push the little button that you don't see on the side, and they pick up the hammer like it's nothing.
Yeah, don't let the boy know about that. He'll want me to try to make him know.
He'll want one.
Okay, let me see if I can get the pronunciation of this.
Mr. Mixie Spitlick.
What?
This is gonna be bad.
Mr. Mixie Spitlick.
Mr. Mixie Spitlick.
Mr. Mitzi
Mr.
Spitlick.
Mixie Spitlick.
All right, one more time.
I think you're still trying to pronounce
Mr.
it forward.
Mixie Spitlick.
That's forward. Let me see if I can.
That's crazy. How could you not call bullshit on that? I know it's true.
But it sounded way too detailed to not be true.
The name is what threw me off. I'll be honest. All right. Well, we got work early in the morning. I think we need to wrap this up with Nick. Nick, we really appreciate you being on, man. We'll definitely have you on more in the future as we get this going.
Yeah, I feel we'll start watching more superhero stuff.
We'll have superhero part 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, anytime, guys. Just give me a call and I'll be on for you.
All right, that sounds good, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a good night, Nick.
All right, guys. Be safe.
Later.
Bye.
All right, everybody. That was our superhero episode of Baffled by Bull. You know what is pissing me off?
What's that?
Nobody has commented on any of our stuff.
You should comment. It's going to be huge.
I'm going to send you a free T-shirt if you just comment and like us.
Free T-shirt.
I'll
up it. We'll sign the T-shirt.
Yeah, we'll sign it. We might be famous and you can sell it one day on eBay.
Just like the Beatles signatures that sold today for like $200 million. That's a lot. It's not $200 million.
I was about to say, I don't.
It's like $2 million.
Still, I would not pay for some ink.
Some people did.
They're stupid.
They really did.
It's the Beatles.
Signatures from like 60-something years ago.
It's the Beatles. Nobody cares about the Beatles.
Love the Beatles.
The Beatles are terrible.
You're out of your mind. Anyway.
There's a real band. It's called Panic at the Disco.
We're going to end on that note. Thank you guys for listening to episode number 8. We will be bringing some more information to you soon on the next topics.
Please go like, subscribe. We will send you a free T-shirt. Please give us topic ideas. We really need them because we're doing
holiday episodes coming up.
Yep, definitely holiday episodes coming up for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yes. So you guys have a good night. By the way, I know we're still looking for our first comment. We're also looking for our first Spreaker supporter.
There you, or you
I'm
mean
sorry,
Patreon.
Patreon supporter.
Patron.
patron.
Patron. We're looking for our first patron on Patreon.
Adios, guys. Good night.
All right, everybody, have a good night. Thank you for listening. Auf Wiedersehen. Wow, wow, wow.